Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just watched the 5 Netflix episodes of the new 2024 series of Masters of the Universe Revolution. I believe this is a sequel to, I think it was called Revelations, and that's a year or two old as far as I remember. I did not watch that series, so I kind of went into this one not really knowing a lot of this modern uh, Masters of the Universe storyline. So it was very interesting to me. Um, the small one line description on IMDb is Teela joins forces with He Man and the other Masters in their quest to save Eternia from the grip of darkness. That's so generic, so generic. Let's talk about some of the stars and then I'll read a better description of what's going on. Teela was played by her voice actress, Melissa Benoit. She was Supergirl on the CW. Mark Hamill plays Skeletek, which is like Skeletor. Keldor, William Shatner. Stephen Root Cringer, that's like the pre-Battle Cat. Battle Cat. Chris Wood was He-Man. Griffin Newman was Orko. Lena Headey was Evelyn. Hordak, Keith David. And I just did a review for Has Been Hotel on my other channel, and Keith David was one of the voice actors in that. So, man, he's staying very busy. Meg Foster plays a character named Motherboard. Dietrich Bader, who does a lot of Batman voice work, was King Randor. And I'll just mention, because I just was so surprised to see this character, Gwildor was played by Ten Biaselli. And I don't know like the lore of Gwildor, but he definitely looked like the live action Orko replacement in the Masters of the Universe movie way back with Dolph Lundgren, so way back in the day. There's a lot more other actors and actresses, so I feel bad that I'm going to skip through a lot of those. But mainly for me, what really kind of made me want to watch this, was to listen for the voices of Mark Hamill and William Shatner. William Shatner is one of my faves, one of my favorite Canadians and Star Trek people. So the better storyline is that this is the new epic chapter in the battle for Castle Grayskull. The newly mechanized Skeletor, armed with the might of Motherboard, attacks the heart of Eternia, while Prince Adam grapples with a new responsibility and what that means for him as He-Man. Adam is forced to choose between the scepter or the sword, and a life as either the king or the champion. Meanwhile, the new sorceress, Teela, searches for the secret of snake magic in the midst of dark smoke to rebuild a magic realm and help He-Man hold off the greatest threat Eternia has ever faced, the return of the despot Hordak, the ruthless leader of the Horde Empire. So there was a lot going on in these 5 episodes, and the animation style is good. It's okay. It's different for me. Like, and I do appreciate that they took like this Mattel toy line from the 80s and kind of amped up the storytelling of it. It's not just cheesy 30-minute animated goofy cartoons. Like, this is full blown like epic stories. I know they did a long run of comic books. They probably still do, keeping the whole Castle Grayskull lore going, and the He-Man universe, the Masters of the Universe, everything going. So I really enjoyed this. There were a few things that like I just didn't understand, like why certain people looked different. There was definitely a strong influence from the toy line. I do work at Walmart, so I do see the toy department on a daily basis, and I always see the toys. The He-Man actually has a pretty substantial section in the action figure aisle at the toy store in the Walmart, and I definitely could see some of the influences of the Mattel toys in the way that these characters appeared in the show. Interesting thing to me too that I found out after watching a couple of episodes was that Kevin Smith was the writer for most of these, and he was the entire series showrunner. So that was kind of cool. Um, Again, I was probably missing out on some of the storyline because of not watching Revelations, but for the most part, it was really neat seeing like this multiverse, so time, different timelines and different multiverses, different versions of things. At the very end, there is the cosmic enforcers that make a ending appearance, and I assume that just means that there's more coming. Um, Definitely leave a lot of hints as to Hordak's return. um, I always thought Hordak was a She-Ra villain, like Skeletor was the He-Man, and then She-Ra was Hordak. But I don't remember She-Ra that often because I don't think I watched She-Ra very often. I know they did a He-Man She-Ra Christmas special way back. We're talking way back, guys. I'm old, so yeah. The only down there for me was the ending, um, where it was a very political ending. Like politics kind of takes over at the end of the series, and I don't want to give too much away because if you haven't seen it, at the end of the fifth episode, you'll understand what I mean. Like I don't hate the concept; it's just interesting that during an election year, that this it's a very small little thing, so don't let this bug you out. And it's just me commenting on that I didn't expect it. And it's politics. I mean, it's hands down, it is a politics thing, not about our current real world politics. It's about Eternia politics. You'll get it when you watch this. It's on Netflix, so if you got a Netflix account, you're all good to go. Easy binge watch. You've got 2.5 hours of binging, if that, because I think these are like averaging 25 minutes, if I remember. Some are 26, some are 25, whatever. But it's only 5 episodes. It's definitely, if you're a He-Man fan, you're going to really want to watch this. It was really good. And just for the nostalgia's sake, for me, it was a good, easy couple of hour binge watch. And I'm glad I did. So let me know in the comments down below if you've checked out He-Man, or I guess it's just called Masters of the Universe Revolution, where tech meets magic. I think I forgot that whole part. It's like a major part of the story is the infusion of technology and magic. That's like a big part of it. You're going to have to watch it.
Row 18, plot 20.